This is question 23 from section 1 of the 2018 ECAA paper. So in this question, we're given this, a plus 2x to the 6, and asked to consider the binomial expansion of it, assuming a is greater than 0. And from all of this, we're told that the x to the 4 coefficient is 1200 from this expansion, and we're asked to find a with this knowledge. So we need to somehow use the information that x to 4 coefficient is 1200. So what we need to do is get some kind of expression for the x to 4 coefficient from this. But we don't have to expand all this out, that'd be an absolute pain. We're just going to pick out the one we want. So for our x to the 4 term, well, how can we get x to the 4? Well, it's got to be 2x times 2x times 2x times 2x, at least exactly 4 times in that term. So it's got to be 2x to the 4, and if we pick 2x 4 times, we've got to pick a twice, so times a squared, and then the number of possible combinations of timesing together the terms in these brackets to get here, which you'll know from binomial expansion, it will be 6, choose 2 or 4, doesn't really matter which, because you can view it's picking 2 a's or 4 of these. But anyway, this is what we want, this is our x to the 4 term. It's not particularly nice, this form, it's unclear what it is, so let's write this out. So 6 choose 2 is 6 factorial over 2 factorial times 6 minus 2 factorial. So the 2 to the 4 comes out here, a squared, just coming down, and x to the 4 we're taken out. So this, excluding x to the 4, is now the coefficient we're looking at. The coefficient we know is 1200. So let's try and get this in a nicer form still, because it's still pretty awful. So 6 factorial over 4 factorial, and we'll take the 1 over 2 factorial out, because that's just 1 over 2, and that times 2 to the 4, a squared x to the 4. Using the fact this is just 1 over 2, we can cancel these, so the half cancels with one of the 2's, so we just get 2 to the 3 here. And now 6 factorial over 4 factorial. We could work out 6 factorial, then work out 4 factorial, and then divide them longhand, and we'd get there. But that's pretty awful, I'm not feeling that. Because 6 factorial is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6, and 4 factorial's products of 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So if we do this over this, everything's going to cancel except the 5 and 6 in this. And so we know this is just 5 times 6, which is 30. And so we've got this, we've got 30 here, 2 to the 3 is 8, so we've got 240 a squared x to the 4. But we know the x to the 4 coefficient is 1200, so we know this. 240 a squared is equal to 1200. And from here we can work out a, and we're on the home straight. So a squared is 1200 over 240, which is 5. That's not immediately obvious until you realise 240 times 10 is 2400. Half of that's 1200, so a squared is 5. And now we can take positive and negative square roots, but this is where this comes in. We're told a is greater than 0, so we can just take a positive root. So we know a is equal to root 5, and we've got our answer. It corresponds with option D in the multiple choice. So our answer is D.